Now, my next two guests proved incredibly popular with the public when they took part in Pop Idol and Britain's Got Talent, respectively. And now they're hoping for similar success with their latest project. I'm chatting to Gareth Gates and Jai McDowall in a moment, but first, have a look at this. Gareth Gates and Jai McDowall both rose to fame when they took part in two of our favourite talent competitions, Pop Idol and Britain's Got Talent. For Jai, it didn't turn out to be the dream introduction to the music business he'd hoped for, with his record deal ending after one album. It was a different story for Gareth, who went on to become a household name, appearing in West End productions of Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and Les Miserables, as well as taking part in the third series of Dancing on Ice, and more recently, The Big Reunion. Now, Gareth and Jai are both preparing to get back to doing what they do best, as they take to the road on a UK-wide tour together. Well, Gareth and Jai join me now. How exciting!
Extremely exciting, yeah.
Off on tour together.
Yeah, we're
fun.
touring the country. We start in Glasgow. We do Newcastle, Manchester, Birmingham, and then we finish up in London, so...
Brilliant. And how did it come about? Have you been friends for a while, you two?
No, we just met this morning.
Yeah, literally.
That counts as friends in TV world.
It's true. It's true, I agree. No, we have the same agent, so it just came about that way. And,
Fantastic. So what can we expect from the tour, then?
Well, from myself, I'll be singing some old songs. I've been writing as well, so I'm going to do some new songs as well. Yes, it's going to be fun.
And what about you, Joe? Because I know you like trying out new songs on audiences.
Yeah, well, basically, that's the kind of idea. Hopefully, in the next few months, I'm going to be back in the studio recording some new stuff for another album. So, hopefully, if that's ready, I'll be trying that out on the tour, see what kind of response it gets.
It feels like a good thing to be doing, because I know things haven't perhaps worked out the way that you hoped they would after Britain's Got Talent, after that album. Do you feel like things are turning round now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for the last about 8 months, I've been kind of doing a lot of the stuff myself. I've been managing things on my own, and quite recently I've just signed with a new management company, and that's where I'm kind of taking things from that and hopefully creating a fresh start for myself, and so it should be good.
So what makes it feel different this round? Do you feel like you have perhaps a bit more control, or...? Yeah,
I think obviously, I mean, I've not been in the business as long as Gareth, but it's been 3 years now since the show, and I think that in that time I've learned an awful lot, and especially in the last 8 months, taking control of things. I've learned where I want to go and what kind of artist I really want to be, and I think it's made it easier to make the choices that I've been making recently. So brilliant.
And Gareth, you said you've been around a while. You're an old man now, aren't you, Gareth? How old are you now?
I'm now 30.
Well, there you go.
I feel very
old. Ancient.
I've been in the business for 13 years now. Yeah, I feel extremely old, but yeah.
And we've
having
seen
lots of fun still.
It's been very busy. There's you and Will Young back there.
Oh,
I'd even forgotten that it was Pop Idol, you know. I thought it was X Factor. It was right at the very beginning of the success of those shows, wasn't it?
Well, it was the first, you know, of its kind, well before X Factor and all that. Yeah.
And we've been watching The Big Reunion.
Yes.
With Fifth Story. Yeah. So that would be the first time that you've been in a band, in a way, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, first, you know, sorry.
Don't worry,
wasn't
take
sure
your time.
how I'd be, you know, with in a band sort of format, but it's fun. You know, we have a lot of banter on stage and off stage, so yeah, it's good.
It's good. It sounds brilliant. I mean, you sort of stammer a little bit there, but you have made huge progress, haven't you, when you look back to those days? I don't want to make you start thinking about it and make you conscious of it, but you have, I think. Have you something you've really consciously worked on from the days of Pop Idol?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a busy year, you know, and when I don't put the work in on my speech, you know, I can be,
Yeah, well, it's great. No, it's very good. So I know that you've had a lot of success with musicals, doing Les Mis and Joseph.
Sure.
I mean, that must be such a great and very different thing to be doing as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and, you know, when I'm on stage, you know, and I've learned my lines, you know, I've practiced them over and over again. My speech is absolutely fine. So, yeah.
Fantastic. And Jai, you, I know, quite fancy doing a bit of musicals, but you're never going to get an audience as big as you did on China's Got Talent, are you?
No.
That was extraordinary. How many people were watching when you performed on there?
I think it was about 600 million.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a bit horrendous. I actually literally got told just as I was walking on stage. I said, thanks for that. Thank you very much. As if I wasn't nervous enough.
Yeah,
But,
so this tour's going to be a breeze, isn't it, after all of that? Well, look, it's great to see you both. It's great to see you doing so well, and it's great to see you. I can't wait. When does it start, the tour?
November 16th.
Yes. Oh.
Well, he's good.
He knows more than me.
He's good. He's prepped. All right, lovely to chat to you both.
Nice
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, after the break, with the weather a bit unpredictable at the moment, you never know whether it's summer or autumn, do you? James Tanner's going to be serving up a delicious warming dish, perfect to cheer us up, pork loin with sticky apricots and French beans. And we'll find out how Ross got on when he was challenged to have a go at a bit of stand-up at one of LA's most famous comedy clubs. See you in a couple of minutes.